Hello everyone, in this video we'll see how to manage interruption and distraction while we are performing on the stage. The content which we're going to look into today's video is introduction, type of interruption that we may face, the impact of distraction, preparation strategies, managing the interruption in the real time, and communication techniques, handling the persistent distraction, recovery and continuity, final tips and takeaway. In the introduction, we'll see what are the interruption and distractions that could happen while we are there on the while we are performing on the stage. First, you know, natural way, like how to say it is like the natural way that a communicator or the audience might have been set onto the stage, and then how do our communication or the performance might impact, and what is the management of importance of managing them in a very smoother presentation. The types of interruption that we could face during the stage performance is audience noises. Maybe people will be talking more over, or they'll be using the phones, or all of a sudden they'll be giving reactions if they don't understand, and technical issues like mic failure or lighting disturbances. The projector is not working, this could be one of the reason. Then environment distractions like weather, unexpected some other event is going to happen. So these are the small distraction that we could come across when we were actually performing on the stage. The impact, how the distraction is going to be an impact for a powerful performance or the speech which we are addressing on the stage. It could have a break when a person is concentrating on what content that we are actually delivering or subject matter that we people are actually speaking. The concentration or the flow of the message get distracted. The second one, it causes the loss of confidence in how we are performing, and our performance will completely get distracted, and people do not have the same attitude of listening to us. And this also reduces the engagement that we have with the audience, the rapport that we have been creating so far, so that will be get disrupted if continuous distraction is happening. So these are the major impact that it creates. Then how do we have to prepare? The basic preparation before setting us onto the stage. The first one, you have to rehearse thoroughly, make sure that you're not anticipated by the potential or interruption. We have to familiarize with the venue and then the step by step process that we're going to speak. And mentally, we have to get prepared with visually possible distraction and the responses that we could receive. So before performing, it's always better that we look into the audience. In the preparation, we imagine that we're looking into the audience and then we perform. That's how we have to make it happen. Then how to manage the interruption. Managing the interruption in the real time, it could happen via first we had take a long pause and then regain the composure and addresses the point one more time confidently, and using some humors and acknowledging the interruption that has happened there, and incorporating the pauses and strategies wherever it has to be used when we are stucking or when we are deviating from what we're actually conveying at the moment. Communication technique. So it's always better to have an eye contact with the person when we are addressing, when we are presenting ourselves on the stage. We should make sure that we scan the entire room. We have to read the room. We have to look into the eyes of the people. Only then you can able to find what are they actually thinking in the mind. What do we actually have to do? Do we really have to change the topic? Is it going really raw or rough, or people find it to be so void or boring? So this could be understand when we are having a continuous eye contact with the people. Then later we have to concentrate on how clear we speak, because the pace of the speech is very much important. We should not be too speed, we should not be too slow, it should not be a lullaby to the people who are listening. So we should make sure that everything that we addresses, it has to be very clear, right modulation has to be used, so which redirects to the focal point. Third thing to be carried forward while the technique of communication is we should not repeat the point on and on, and when interruption is happening we should make sure that we give them a little cue on what we have been discussing before, and what why this question has raised, and what's your solution that you have provided with. The next one is handling the persistent distraction. So when you are actually performing and all of a sudden you are having a continuous way that somebody is actually disturbing in every meeting or every, your workspace, you'll definitely have a person. For example, you're attending a meeting and there is one person in this group, always in all the places that you find that this person asks a relevant question or continuously, sometimes they don't speak with sense, so such kind of an annoying persons we'll be getting. So how to get rid of such kind of a people when a presentation is happening? We cannot tell them directly, oh please shut your mouth and then listen to us. This cannot be done in a very direct way because it'll be very much offensive, and we don't wait, like we don't treat them with empathy. So instead we have to tell them very politely, and we have to make them understand that where we have to ask question and how it could be portrayed. That is one way of doing it. And then for the technical flaws that is happening, we should reach out to the support team if they are available there. And then when you're addressing to the question which has been asked by the audience, we should make sure that clear cut answers or solutions are being provided in their hand when you address this to the audience. How to recovery and continuity. So this could happen by taking a very smooth turn to the topic. Then you can use this statement as I was saying, because you're reconnecting with what you're going to give a sum up of what you have been speaking all this time. So you can use the phrase like as I was saying. Then in order to avoid the disruption, you could sound more confidently. The final takeaway of this entire video is, first one, stay adaptable, because you should always be expect the unexpected. That's what I would say, because you all the performance cannot happen in one way go. It is not possible at all. So always be prepared for two extremes. It's gonna either be a victory video or it's gonna be a slightly discomfort, anything as it is. We should always prepare for that. And then you always be mindful, any situation that is happening on the stage, always act cool, and try to make sure that you have your calmness in the pace while you're addressing it. And the third one is, when any interruption is happening, make sure you turn over that in a very positive way. The way that you handle the situation, it matters there. It shows your leadership qualities. And the final one is, always take the feedback, because the feedback makes you to grow. Thank you so much for watching the video.